everyone, Adam here from Vector3D, here at formnext 2019, and this time we're at the BCN3D booth with Diego. Can you tell me a little bit about what it is you individually do at BCN?
Oh yeah, welcome Adam to BCN3D booth. I'm a product manager of BCN3D. I just joined the team, a really energetic team here in Barcelona.
So generally then, BCN3D, what is it that you do as a company?
Well, we started several years ago, creating awesome printers, mostly for the desktop environment. Today we are here in formnext showcasing our new BCN3D Epsilon. Is something that is going towards more the industrial sector. We call it workbench because it's a place in between industrial and professional desktop.
Okay, so let's talk about the Epsilon then. What was the reason for bringing that to market? Why did you feel that was the product that was needed?
So first thing, I would say that is something that it was started from our customers. So our customers were giving us some feedback, even if they didn't know it. They were just saying some specific things, and we were collecting those ideas or insights. Also, our distributors were, of course, they are more in contact with our customers, so they were again telling us like what they would like to have as a product. So we were collecting all of them and bring them together. And of course, we have a lot of experience with Sigma and Sigmax. And we decided to improve what we have learned with Sigma and bring together all the new ideas coming from the customers.
So let's talk about the upgrades then from your previous Sigma and Sigmax up into the Epsilon. Let's maybe start with the motion system. What are the kind of changes there that you've made to improve the system?
Yeah, so those were one of the things that we knew that in our previous printers were a bit, I would say, a bit weak. So we decided to improve it further, mainly the X-axis. It is now made out of steel, so it is stiffer than before, because before it was aluminum. And also the set system is, because now the printer is also taller. We have to improve and make these rods stiffer.
So of course you're basically trying to improve the overall rigidity of the system to make sure that bed is exactly where you want it to be all the time and consistently, right?
Yeah, exactly. The set axis improvements will allow that, but also modifying the platform. So now it's stiffer and changing also the heated bed. Previously it was a couple of PCBs joined together, and now it's a silicone pad that goes across all the platforms. So that is makes the BCN3D Epsilon more reliable when printing specific materials.
Presumably having that single silicon heater also improves your consistency of heating across the whole bed surface?
Yes, exactly. We used to have some issues while printing in the corners or in the middle, and sometimes people were complaining like, yeah, I need to put this specific model in this specific part of the bed. Now we can print anywhere in the wheel plate because of the silicone pad. Yeah.
Excellent. So you're fully utilizing that build area that you've specified now. That's good. That's good to see. So I've noticed the quite significant enclosure now you've integrated over the top of the Epsilon. That's definitely quite a big difference compared to your Sigma and Sigmax. What is special? Why did you decide to integrate an enclosure?
Yes, that is also mainly because we are moving towards a more industrial market. And of course, when you place this printer into this workbench environment, you will have some other machines aside. So that's one of the motivations of having these enclosures, to avoid getting dust from other printers. But of course, it's not the only one. The other is to have a heated chamber. We don't have an external heater, but we heat the chamber with the wheel plate, and we control it with a fan. The fan has two purposes. One is to pull the heat out, but also filtering out all the particles that came out from when printing with specific materials like carbon fiber materials or glass fiber film materials.
So you're calling that a passive heated chamber because the heating is just by the bed, but you're preventing going too hot with changing the speed of the fan at the back of the printer.
Yes, exactly. So we can control it with the fan. So we have like around 5 degrees that we can control by turning the fan on and off, or using the PWM system to turn the fan and pull out the heat.
That sounds great. So with the added enclosure then, now that you can control that heated volume in some capacity, is that going to change and improve your material capabilities as well?
Yes. Together with Enclosure, of course, we were starting with printing with very advanced materials like polyamide with carbon fibers, polypropylene with glass fibers, and we are trying also with other fill materials. But for now, we have a set of 9 materials. Some are the basic materials like PLA, PVA. Some other materials are a little bit more advanced like TPU or ABS. And of course, now we are introducing fill materials together with BASF and Mitsubishi Chemicals. They provide good materials, and we tweak them the parameters to print it correctly in our BCN3D Epsilon.
You're printing still from a kind of an open filament selection. People can use whatever filaments they like, right?
Yes.
But you provide specific profiles for specific materials that you've selected, and you can get excellent results from, right?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly the case. We continue with our open system, so everyone can bring with any material from any manufacturer they like. But of course, we can not control every single material. So we have now 9 materials from BASF and Mitsubishi Chemical, and of course, in the next months and years, more will come. Yeah.
So now that we've covered a number of the kind of external and visible aspects of the printer, let's cover some of the background stuff, maybe starting with the control board. Is there much you can tell me about how that was designed and what goes into that?
Well, the control board is still the same as in the Sigmas. We were really happy with it, but we improve by adding a new Linux board. Is in this case a Toradex with some shields that we already developed in our in-house, our engineering team. So the idea behind is that now you can connect your printer to the network via cable or via Wi-Fi, and also the software team is working really hard to have a dashboard in which you can monitor all your printers in a team. You can see the status, you can see the temperatures, you can even send print jobs via this dashboard.
Is there a camera for monitoring the print directly as well?
No, there is no camera, but yeah, this is something we are collecting feedback from the customers, and maybe it will come in the future.
So at the moment it's mainly just statistics, like print time and completion rate, stuff like that.
Yeah, we collect the statistics, but of course you can also control some parts of the printer, like heating up before printing, or pause, resume, or stop the print, or even sending and replicating the previous print job.
So I think the last point then, just the leveling of the machine. Is that something you've changed and improved to a fully automated system, or is that still a kind of partial semi-automated, if you like?
Well, we continue with the semi-automated system. In this case, there are some screens that will guide you to get a really nice flat surface in the first layer, but we are working on it.
I mean, definitely there's, while automated leveling is definitely the easiest thing for users, it's not necessarily the best, because obviously you're compensating in software, whereas with a partial system like you have, those knobs that you change on the bed, you're actually making the bed level as opposed to just compensating for a not level bed, right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's exactly the case. But of course, I understand that some people will ask for features like that, and that's why the team the engineering team is working and getting these features. Not now, but maybe in the coming future. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for spending the time to talk to me today, Diego.
Thanks,
great,
yeah,
great. Hope you have a great rest of the show.
Yeah. Thank you very much. See you.
Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content from Formnext 2019. I'll see you in the next one.